If there's one reason that I could pick to why people do not achieve their goals in life, whether it's with finances, with wealth, health, anything in life, is because there's one reason: perfectionism. I'm here to tell you guys, a perfect life doesn't exist. I learned that the hard way. There's so many things that I want to do in life, but I want the things to be extremely perfect. And long and behold, guys, I'm in my 40s and I finally recognize the perfect life is not true. You see, first of all, a perfect life is created by social media and marketing, all this other nonsense that's out there to give you the illusion that you need to do these certain things in order to have a quote unquote perfect life. I'm here to tell you guys in this video the things that I learned and the things that I've been through that changed my life tremendously and allowed me to achieve a whole bunch of financial goals, health goals, mental goals, all goals in my life that I wanted to achieve. In this video, guys, I want to share with you the reason why a perfect life just does not exist. Now, first of all, guys, I want you to understand this. Perfection is subjective. What's perfect to one person might not be perfect to another person. You see, we're sold on the whole universal idea of success. And you heard it all. Having luxury cars, having a home, going to college and getting that master's degree, having that perfect job. Everything is perfect, perfect, perfect. That's what society paints for you to follow. And of course, what do? We just chase that and chase that and chase that. And when it's all said and done, it doesn't matter. Look at it now, guys. People are having a $900, $1,200 car payment, and they are miserable. They're drowning in debt in a car they cannot afford to have. Take a look at people going to college. Going to college is the route to go. Now they're paying $2,000 on student loan payments for the next 10, 15, 20 years. And they're drowning in student loan debt and they feel like there's no way to go out. Of course, people are now just there just begging Biden to forgive it. Well, he's out of office. And Trump has no plans. As you see, chasing the whole societal's idea of a perfect life doesn't work. Really, where it changed for me, and most likely will change for you as well, is when you recognize perfection, guys, is what you want to do in your life. The things that you want to achieve. And you cannot stop chasing your perfection or your dreams if you're trying to align it with someone else. It's never going to work. Now, another reason, guys, why perfect life just doesn't exist is take a look at social media. I mean, social media, guys, is a highlight reel. Everything you look at in social media is all the happiness. I mean, you see people going on vacation extremely happy. You see all the flawless selfies that people are taking. But behind all that is stress, debt, anxiety, a need to feel like society is accepting you. That is by no means necessary the way you want to live life. That's not a way that I want to live life. But unfortunately, you're seeing that and you feel like, well, I'm behind on life. They're going on vacation, they're traveling, that's not fair, I want to do that. You're willing to get into so much debt to chase something that's not real. You're willing to go somewhere and take all those beautiful selfies and those beautiful backdrop pictures, spending all this money on traveling when you're not happy. Guys, that does not bring happiness. And following trends on social media that makes you think, okay, that is the way to have a perfect life is just not true. And that was one of them, guys. I used to feel like I was so behind when I see people on social media and I feel like they're living a better life than me. They're enjoying all these things in life that I want to have. I want to be able to drive around in a Maserati. I want to be able to drive around in an Audi. And it's funny because at the age of 40, I don't care about none of those things no more. None of those things don't excite me at all. Peace and quiet, sipping a cafe. Okay, listen, sipping coffee, okay, in a cafe in Lake Como, that's my dream. So really, the stuff you see on social media, that's just social media. But in all reality, guys, everyone goes through a struggle and some difficulties in life. It's never as perfect as it looks like on social media. Another lie that people discuss when it comes to having this perfect life is having more will make you happier. Oh, buddy, during these times, don't we all wish we had more money? We all wish we had more money. People's dreams are, if I won the lotto, these are the things I would do. But there's a lot of horror stories as well as people who win the lotto. Usually they lose it all. Or if you notice, 2-3 years ago, you said if I had more money, you'll be extremely happy. Well, now is the time where you are making more money, and are you happier? No. You see time and time again, guys, people just make so much money and they'll start buying stuff and spending money, lifestyle creep, and you end up back to square one. But there has been so many studies out there that has shown once you get to a certain point, your happiness will not increase. You see, what I learned is real life fulfillment comes from happiness and personal growth. Life is all about a journey. It's not a destination. The things you're doing along the way will make you happier, but it's never going to stop and just end at that moment and you think like, yay, I'm happy. That is not the case. And there's something else about chasing the perfect life that I struggled with, and I'm pretty sure so many people out there struggle with as well. When you're trying to chase this perfect life, which as we're discussing here is not true, you will have a very high level of anxiety. Anxiety, guys, is that feeling of thinking something in the future is going to happen. You're continually living life in the future. You continue saying, if I make more money, this will happen. If I do this, you're never living in the present moment. You continue living in the future for this more and more and more, chasing something that doesn't exist. I came to that reality that this perfect life that I've been trying to get just doesn't exist. Everything, guys, is in the moment, right? If right now you're someone that's struggling with debt, you're trying to build wealth, simply just put some money in 401k, start investing, start paying off your debt, little by little. If you're trying to chase this perfection in life that you will be happy once you're debt free, that's not the case. It is not the case at all. Even though, right, we're gonna all argue about that. Debt free is an awesome feeling, but time and time again, guys, and listen to the whole Dave Ramsey show. A lot of people say, wow, I can't believe I'm debt free, and they're extremely excited. And then Dave asks them, how does it feel? They're like, man, it's good feeling that you're debt free, but nothing really changed in my life. I'm still the same person. I still have my same enjoyment in my life. The only thing is, of course, you have less stress, no debt, less stress. But there's other things in life that you want to achieve. And there's things in life that is really personal to yourself that you want to achieve. And just hitting a certain milestone is not going to erase that. And nothing in life is easy, guys. I always have this saying, anything in life that's easy to get is not worth having. The CEOs, everyone that you see out there that motivates you and influences you, they've been through a struggle. We all been through the struggle. And I've been through so many struggles within my life. To some people, they might look at me and say, I have a perfect life. I don't feel that way. But there's so many struggles that I've been through that some people just don't understand. I am where I am today because of the struggles that I've been through. I cannot just avoid a struggle if you want to achieve anything in life. My goal, guys, is to become a multimillionaire and to retire at the age of 55. Well, not retire, but have the option to choose whether I want to work or not by the age of 55. That's my goal. I understand it's going to be a lot of hard work and things will not work out the way I expect it to. But once I see a detour, I'm not just going to turn around and just leave. I understand life is going to have difficulties. Life is going to have struggles. There is no such thing as perfection. It gets nasty and it gets dirty, but it takes grit for you to get to the points where you want to get to. And once you get that in your head, once you finally understand that perfection, guys, doesn't exist, you will see how much happier you are and to see how freeing it is to not have to worry continuously about trying to achieve something that you feel like is not even your goal, is not even your wish. You have to find in life, guys, the things that you want to do, right? My whole channel is about personal finance, paying off debt, and building wealth. Because I do feel like once those things are out of your life, it makes life a lot calmer and a lot simpler. Not perfect, because they got to learn how to budget, how to invest. There's a lot of things you got to do in your life, guys. And of course, having all that money, you're going to start spending here and spending there. So you need to be smart and frugal. So it's not going to be perfect. But having that option to do the things that you want to do in life is great. So rather than chasing perfection, chase greatness for yourself as an individual. That's it. What you're seeing in social media, what you're hearing from your friends, the cars you're seeing on your neighbor's driveway, it doesn't matter at all. What matters is about your inner happiness. And guys, let me tell you something. Once I discovered that in my life, I became unstoppable. And I want you guys to follow that same path as well.